Hey, what's up everybody? This is Sam from Sodrmmabet. In this video, I'll be covering the most anticipated, at least by me, Patreon. So I'll be showing what I got on this Patreon, why you guys should support me. I'm gonna be running an exercise on where there is value there. I'll be showing the different tiers. So hope you guys enjoyed and consider supporting the channel, keep it running. Like I said, I have over 9 years experience of betting MMA and UFC. I'm doing handicapping for quite a long time. Just last year I started the YouTube channel and it's been quite profitable, as you guys know if you're following me. So the attempt here is to keep it running, to keep me engaged in these activities and to maximize your profit at the end of the day. All right. So what I got here, 3 different tiers. The first one is early releases. As the name suggests, as soon as I have my predictions and my full card betting breakdown for a fight, for a card, I will upload it. I'm giving some examples here. For example, actually let me run the examples later on. So this is the early releases. For 15 bucks, you guys have the same as the previous one, plus the post weightings or the prop bets. So once I see those prop bets and I have my suggestions, or at least the plays that I would make, you guys would have for 15 bucks. And for 50, then it's like a spreadsheet with line by line everything that I'm doing. So you have everything as the previous tiers plus all of my bets. So if you trust me from previous time and you want just basically to follow everything I'm doing, just take this one and you're good to go. As you guys know, as I always show in previous video, in average I have it's average per event nearly 50% profit, at least for this year. But in terms of unit size, I have for the year like 37%. So and by months, it's in January was quite small, also because there were lots of fights canceled. Let's put it in this way, like nearly 15% average per month in terms of profit in unit or percentage wise. So if you bet over 650 a month, this is not this is quite easily you're gonna get back just by following my strategy. Don't need even to think about it. It's most certainly you're gonna get it back. My average on 2020 was quite similar, so you can be never sure, but you can have a good idea that how your money gonna be paid out if you just bet more than $650 a month. All right. So yeah, this is just an about me. And so what you got, what you're gonna be getting, you're gonna get the videos, and I'll be showing this spreadsheet that you guys would have on the $50 support. So the videos that are uploaded already, the full card predictions on ESPN 22 Whitaker versus Gastelum, it's already up. I have already videos on UFC on Knight versus Jung. I don't have it in my open video because this came in a later edition, so you have it there. Plus you have my detailed breakdown on Vettori versus Holland. All right, so I'm adding content there. I hope you guys are interested and take a look there. All right, so like the exercise that I promised, because what is the value when I talk about the early releases? I'm taking UFC 259 as an example because one of my most successful card for this example, and also I have an example on Bellator. So if you are following me, you know that for UFC 259, the predictions, I post them around January and the card was in the beginning of March. So the opening lines that I have, to give an example here, guys, are Amanda Lemos. Amanda Lemos opened a plus 120 dog. I said about this bet, it was a medium quality bet in my opinion. She closed as minus 220. Then I talked about Uros Medic, also a medium quality bet in my opinion. He opened as minus 130, closed at minus 180. Kyler Phillips was a low quality bet, and opened at 165, plus 165, closed at plus 120. Then Jake Matthews opens at plus 240, closed at plus 200. Megan Anderson opened at plus 700, closed at plus 500. Blachowicz by decision, opened at plus 800 and closed at plus 600. All right. So in this exercise, I just took 50 bucks. Let's say that I will be betting 50 bucks in each one of them. Okay, it was not like this a proportion. I said that median amount in Lemos versus Medici, small amount here, medium amount here, big amount here, and the low amount here. But just as an example, you know, for you guys to see how this come out. So if you're betting 50 bucks in the opening line, this would be the profit. You would add up to nearly 500 bucks profit in this strategy, you know. Or if you want just to take off the last line, just to compare, maybe not comparing prop bets, I would be having just by that strategy nearly 90 bucks profit. Whereas if I would wait and just to get my free videos, if you guys would follow everything I'm saying, you would have by the end only 10 bucks profit, you know. So you guys see the big difference that this makes, you know, 90 to 10 bucks. It's a massive difference. And in this case with Blachowicz that cashed was one of my predictions, so you would have nearly 490 bucks as profit, and in this case with 310, you know, so 180 bucks as difference. So that's the value that you guys are getting, you know. Once we have a strong favorite or a strong bet, you know, if you take it in an early market, the market can move so much that makes a difference, right? Let me pull it up here real quick here, fight odds, so you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's see if we have an example here. So one of my bets in this card would be, just to paint a picture here, Kyle Dawkins. I got Kyle Dawkins in an early market. He was probably plus 130. Look how it dropped to plus 100 and came back a little bit. So this plus 30, if you're gonna bet 50 bucks, gonna come to $15 difference, right? So it does make a difference, guys, and you know already the predictions, you know already what you think about this, and it's only 10 bucks in this case, right? For 15, you get the prop bets. An example here of Blachowicz by decision. You would get this in the Patreon. You'd cash quite a lot here, right? Another example, in the latest Bellator card, I talk about a strong pick on Khalid Murtazaliev. This guy opened as minus 130. He closed at minus 300. So a massive difference there, all right? So just to show you the value you guys get. So this would be for the first tier. For the second tier, same idea, prop bets. My idea is to open this up and just go through with you guys which prop bets I will be taking. Let me just run an example here to give as a gift to you guys. So as you guys know, I'm picking Arnold Allen. I've been betting Arnold Allen for some parlays when he opened at minus 125. Now he's plus 100 in some bookies, plus 120 in some others, so not that different. But so one small example there, plus the prop bet that I would be taking, Arnold Allen by decision, plus 244. This will be an interesting one, in my opinion. I'm going to be taking this prop bet. As you guys see, probably the market already sees value there and people are betting him. So just one example here, what we're going to be going through by the $15 tier. All right. Let me take another one that I will be taking a prop bet, so we can just... yeah, let's take Sodrmmabet versus Julian Marquez. Maybe a fight that people don't expect much to betting because it's quite low level or quite weird because of Sodrmmabet. But I would take Alvi by decision. Look, guys, plus 400. Marquez by decision. So I would take these two prop bets. You know why? Because both of these guys are tough. You know, it's gonna be difficult that they finish each other. Even though Marquez has big power, Sodrmmabet also has good power. Both have great chins. I see this going this distance, especially because Sodrmmabet fights varies in a slow pace, always counter punching, but not that easy to hit. So actually I would be taking all of these prop bets if they're open to me already, you know, between this over 1.5 and over 2.5. I would go with the over 2.5, you know, because there's a chance that they finish early. So I'd rather, you know, wait a bit longer, but take a bigger profit here, and definitely bet each of these guys by decision, you know. A draw is not bad here at all. Alright, so just some examples here of prop bets that I'll be taking, just going through with you guys for the $15 tier. Alright, and for the $50 tier, I made this spreadsheet, you know, so I'm still filling it up. So just to give an idea that you guys would get, I'm also converting this already to the American lines for my American friends out there. I know that you guys, it's much easier for you guys to read here. So basically, some bets that I already took, for example, Jack Shore, I took him in an early market. I went to a little bit less than 1 unit as a bet. Kyle Dawkins is an open early market at plus 140. I took 1.2 units on him. Arnold Allen in an early market 0.7. I put some parlays here, Docas plus Allen. If this cashes, guys, this comes down to plus 44, plus 440. And line Bahamondes, I took him with 1 unit at the early market minus 180. Then I'm parlaying Bahamondes with Docas. So this is my style. Guys know that I'm not like a guy that throw 10 units, you know, in one single fight. I like to mix it up because at the end of the day, my experience shows consistency and greater accuracy percentage-wise. So I just don't want to put lots of money on guys. Something crazy happens and lose a lot, you know. But there are big bets, and the biggest bet comes when the guy is either super strong favorite or there's massive value, which means that the guy probably gonna win and the line is very good. All right, so just some examples here, then I'm not gonna go on line by line. Another good example, Lex Munoz opened up plus 135. I took him with 1.4 unit. As you guys heard from the video, it's quite strong pick. Romanov at minus 105. So guys, I think this is gonna serve you very well if you trust my analysis from previous time. Like I said, I'm still adding things here, most recently Daewon Jung. So this is the $50 tier. Then I would just take those, you know, and move. You guys can see how much profit I had or loss. You guys know that I don't hide anything, so either profit or loss I'll be showing here. But like I said, guys, in a winning strategy like this, if you bet more than $350 a month, you know, for the month, not per event, you nearly get this back, you know, with quite certainty. And obviously, I'm also improving. I'm reducing my mistakes. So in a long run, this is a very profitable strategy. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you don't have any interest in Patreon, and you do bet quite big, you know, if you bet like over 5K a month or, you know, over 2K a month, let me know. Drop me an email, drop me an Instagram private message. There is my VIP list, which brings all of this plus much more, all my experience, you know, in a more personalized touch. So this may be interesting. The VIP list may be interesting for you if you bet more than 2K a month, all right? And just to show here my Instagram, just to wrap this up, I also give some of these bets on Instagram, but it's not everything, you know. Plus, I don't give the breakdowns, right? So this walkthrough is everything, the video, why I'm doing what I'm doing. This comes only on Patreon for the early releases. Or you should wait until the week of the fights to get in the open video in YouTube. And as far as I'm just beginning, I'm still trying to make my marketing out there. I'm gonna be putting for the prop bets, I'll be putting the day of the event. But if you want before, 1 day before, or even earlier, I'm not necessarily I'm gonna be waiting for the weightings. I can just, you know, go through this like I did with you guys. As soon as these odds are released, I can already release the video, right? That's what I'm gonna do. So you can get nearly like 1 week before, as soon as the prop bets are released. Whereas if you want to wait for the free content, it's gonna be in the same day. And this one is exclusive for Patreon, the line by line, like I showed. And there's also the VIP list to, if you bet more than 2K a month. And always feel free to follow me on Instagram and take the free content there too. All right, so that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and share it with friends. Consider supporting the channel. Take care. This is Sodrmmabet, bringing the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you.